Day 15. So, our piece control was definitely not good today. For some reason, we just could not do anything. However, our free building was also kind of bad, I can't lie. It wasn't exactly great. I felt like we had regressed from the last 14 days. And that included our aim to an extent. It was still good, but worse than before. Now we would continue to go and dominate Reload, climbing the ranks and trying to get to Unreal, currently in Champion rank. And since I did, I have a VOD review on my channel of how you could get to Unreal as well. And with that would end day 15. So day 16 was a slight improvement from the previous day. Our piece control was still really bad, as you can see in this clip. At the very end, I was doing terrible. However, our free building was definitely a lot better, and it was got more purpose, and it looked actually a lot better as well on this day. Now our aim went back to how it was before, and we were doing quite well, and hitting a lot of our shots. We were missing a few, but we were still hitting a lot of our shots, and our tracking was definitely much better than it was at the start of this challenge. Now, we would end up reaching 80% to Unreal, and in solo squad, we'd end up doing relatively okay, but this was the only clip I had, but we still did quite well to be fair. Day 17, and we were doing quite well, a lot better than we did the day before. We're making better peaks, and as you can see right here, we're quite smart. We took the time, but we're still doing very well. Our free building was definitely a lot better today, and we're hitting our edits more consistently, and we could still do 8-folds and do them actually better than before to an extent. Now, our aim was more or less just pretty much kind of the same as before. It didn't really get too much better, but not too much worse at the same time. However, we would start playing the most difficult free-for-all map I've ever played for, FFA Turtle Fights. And, you know, we held our own. We're still doing quite well. As you can see, we're actually kind of cooking these players, I can't lie. Day 18 was slightly better than day 17. We were doing well, and all of our mechanics were doing very good. We were consistently hitting edits still, and we were even kind of able to do this face retake, which I've actually now went and took out of what I do when I'm doing free building, because it's kind of outdated and there's better things which can be done. However, we would also be doing search tags to practice them as well for in scrims and just long range aim, and we would do very well in Mortals box fights. However, our fighting definitely could have been a lot better. I could have made a better peak here, but viewer discretion is advised for the next clip. Yeah, this is a glitch. Now, we were still doing well, but I'm not going to act like we were dominating. We definitely weren't. Despite what these clips show, we were definitely taking a lot of fights and losing. So, day 19, and we would experiment with doing double pump and piece control. I'm not sure why I did this, and it definitely wasn't worth it. I went straight back to just using a regular shotgun. The double pump is good, but it's not something you need to practice, especially when you're looking to try and make good peaks. Now, our free building was good, and our aim was definitely quite good today as well. Obviously, Pollo's routine is very good, and obviously we added this on from Mortals box fights. Didn't make a good peak here, but still got the kill, and we were actually doing quite well. Obviously, a lot of the players were still better than us, but we were still holding our own. Day 20 and our piece control was very good, and we would even use this peak which I came across in a resub video from over a year ago, which I only just remembered now, but it's still very effective. Now, our free building was still quite good, still the same as it usually was. We would actually do the 8-fold as the exit to the phase retake here. However, our aim was definitely not the best, it was poor. However, despite all of this, we would get closer to champion at 92%. Day 21 would go very well for us. Our piece control was good, and we were able to actually do good edit tunnels here and still make good peaks. Dropping down here, we would end up going for a peanut butter edit. We would take damage there. We would end up missing this edit, but used it to our advantage for our max 195, and our free building was still quite good. Now, I still had the phase retake in here, but on this day, something very good happened, and it's not to do with my aim. It was still actually really good. And it also wasn't to do with Mortals' map Turtle Fights. It was this. This was the day that I got Unreal. I would end up going here, dropping down, killing this guy. I've already broken this fight down and every other fight in the video, which is on screen right now, so you should go and see that right now. But I'll just let you see my recreated reaction to hitting Unreal. Bro, wait, what? No way. I finally done it, I hit Unreal. Oh my days. As a new Unreal player, I was full of confidence, and I was actually doing very well in piece control here. and I was doing very good tunnels, not making the best peaks, but the idea was there. And my free building, fantastic, still doing just as well as it was before, and I was hitting chord edits consistently, doing retakes to an extent, using a door edit, and doing an 8 full tier. We're doing absolutely lovely, and for some reason my aim was just on a different level today, because when this went past I just hit fired and absolutely wasted it, almost 200 there. And we were still doing quite well in Mortars' map. We were doing very well actually against these players here. I don't know what this guy was doing, and we were just jumping dead. He had the right hand PK, he still lost, and then we would give rank to go since he's 2 players, but it's quite bad, I can't lie. Now today I was playing well, European record breaking well. Now you'll understand why in a second, but our piece control was doing well, we're making decent peaks, our free building was doing actually very well here, as you can see. We're incorporating piece control actually into our free build, which is something that the pros do, and something that you should as well. Now, obviously, we're able to do 8 volts and quad edits and make good peaks. Our aim was absolutely lovely today. This one, I played the OG Cup with solo squads, this is how that went. Come on, at any point I can get the best. Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I've got 1 build, bro. I've got 1 build on that. Did I? In fear. Snipers are terrible to have so much build travel time, but could I? No way. Oh my days, no way. There's no way I didn't notice. Sure I didn't notice. Ah, I didn't notice. Oh. Dead. Come on. Oh, why did I do that? Die, no way. Why is this guy being so weird, bro? Don't RPG and everything. Dead, let's go. Absolutely destroyed. Oh, come on. Why am I getting jumped by everyone? Wait, European record 313 points. Let's go! Day 24. Our piece control is going very well here. And we're making relatively good peaks. As you can see here, a very good peak. Our free building was, to be fair, it wasn't actually as good as it was before. Our free building had definitely taken a toll. And as you can see here, what am I doing? I'm editing the stair here. And my free building looks slightly indecisive here. But then I looked at formulas every gun in-game Zone Wars map. This was the first thing I saw. I ain't playing this. I'm just not gonna play this. No. I've already gone to Mortars' special fights and we're doing quite well, getting the kill there, and then GQ pickaxe kill. Day 25 was an interesting day because for some reason I was experimenting with door edits and trying to piece control through that somehow. I don't know why I did that, but our free building was relatively the same as it was before, still consistently good, which is something I noticed with Pollo's routine. It's all consistency. There's anything too inconsistent about it, but it's not like insane growth, but it's not insane downfalls either. It's more just the safe option. Day 26 was more or less the same. Our free building, piece control and aim were all going quite well, and to be fair, I think that's something you'd expect. We've been training this for quite well, it's easier things to train, and yet we were doing quite well. With Pollo's routine we are at a different level. Although, is this routine actually better than Clix's or supports? You're going to find that out very soon. I want you to leave your guess down in the comments as to where I'm going to rank this routine, and you'll see at the end of the video. Now, Formulas map, is it actually any good? No, it isn't. Random loadouts never work in this, especially when it's every gun, and most of the guns are terrible. Today our aim felt very good, and so did everything else. In piece control, we're doing very well, making very good peaks, as you can see here, and our tunnel is actually very good as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to make perfect peaks right here, but we're still doing very well. Now, this right here, this was me trying to create the GOAT CT7 retake, and to be fair, this was the first version. It looked alright, but difficult to do. Now, this one here, aiming, I did surge tags, and I was actually aiming quite well right here. So day 28, and we're doing very well here, and our piece control, very good, making good peaks, and our crossbox technique when fighting was going very well. Now this is the final version of the GOAT CT7 retake, elevates you up 3 layers, so you're always going to get height over your opponent. Now, we couldn't do it successfully every time, however, but we're still doing very well. It involves a chapter 6 movement, and overall I think that this will give me an advantage over most people in any sort of 1v1. Now, our aim was going very well today, and so we'll end up bullying this guy in zone most map. I feel bad. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. But to be fair, you do need to get better. You cannot be letting the pickaxe you like that. Not me. Now, the final 2 days were pretty much the same. So here's a quick overview. Our piece control was very good. Our free building was very good. And our aim was also very good. Rest of the team proved to be generally consistent. And I would say that, despite all this, it's definitely the worst out of the 3 which I've done so far. The reason why is just because I don't feel that the improvement I got was too substantial in the last month for me to warrant putting it higher than any of the other routines. It's not a skill gap because I'm definitely nowhere near close enough to where the skill cap actually is. However, despite this, I could be proven wrong and decided to test how good this would be in a tournament. So I practiced in some different zone most maps like tournament late game by all the antics here, which I ended up dying quite often, and until the zone most, I would say that it's decent for any practice, but it definitely wasn't the best. Like, just look at the way that this guy dies here. It's actually shocking. I don't know how he dies from that. Although, despite this, it was actually somewhat decent for practice. However, in-game practice is kind of useless, because why am I practicing in-game when I might not even make it to endgame, because I've been playing a Super Sweaty Sky Cup. So this is how that went. Yeah, so I can't give up now. 48 points in 7 matches isn't good. I'm not doing any well, and I'm giving up on this. I'm doing terribly. So, is this challenge any good? Wouldn't recommend it, to be fair. It's not the best you can get. I would use clicks or pure bots over this any day of the week. If you enjoy this video, then click on this one below